Hey guys, I'm going to do a little tutorial here on showing you how to clear up all of this interference that you're getting. This is my pond. That's my house. Okay, we're talking pretty small pond. And the water is disgusting in this thing. So you can see I drill this just garbage. So I got my rod here. We're in 10.5 feet of water. The water was kind of low when it froze. And I got I think it's like a 5mm VMC jig on. Okay, you can just start to see, you can see my jig there, but you can't see much else. I mean, there's just nothing but clutter. Okay, so a few settings that you're going to want to do. First of all, you want to start with your gain. Okay, back your gain down until you can still see your jig, but you might want to, you might want that to be a little better. Okay, next thing, go to menu, sonar setup, noise rejection. Okay, you're gonna see it over here start to clear up when I do it. Okay, the higher you go, it's filtering out a lot of the smaller returns. You're still gonna be able to see your jig. Now mind you, my water's disgusting. You're not gonna have to really go this crazy with settings for most of your applications. So you can start to clear up all of this stuff by just starting here. Okay, so for me, I'm gonna go high because this water's nasty, like I said. Now we're gonna go back. Next one we're gonna go is this TVG, or time variable gain. And to be honest with you, I'm not completely sure of the science behind it, but I do know that it clears the water up a lot. So let's just say go to high, everything's gone. I think it varies the gain for the depth of water. So what we could do is we can go, so there's off, here's low, medium. So if, let's just say we select it to medium. Now I'm gonna go back. Now what I'm gonna do is bring the gain back up. Okay, and we're gonna start to see the picture come back. Now we have a nice bright return on our jig. You can see, I don't even know if there's any fish in this thing, so it kind of looks like some stuff moving around, but now the picture is a lot better. You start to see some different structure, all that kind of stuff. Now, I started with this color scheme because I know the first question I was going to get, well, that looks like regular old school Panoptics, not Livescope. Let me show you what I do. Sonar setup, appearance, color scheme. I run blue all the time, and I'll show you why. You can see my jig still clear here. Okay. You see in the weeds now, you can see the different colors that are in here. You got some reds. And now what I like is with the blue color scheme, it's gonna show your densities a lot better. So let's say we have, small fish, you have small perch. Then you get like a crappie mixed up in there. That's gonna show a red center to that mass right away. You're gonna be able to see the difference. If you're in weeds, you can adjust your sensitivity, and then you can go up in here and you can adjust your color gain, it's called, and you can make your color gain a lot more or a lot less. And what that's going to do is you can select it for your weeds so that you don't see the red in there, but when you get a fish that's a more dense object inside the weeds, it'll show up red on your in there. So it's a bad example because there's not real thick weeds, but let's just say we were in this part here, this red. See, we could take that out, but when a fish comes in, you can have it selected so that you'll see a red fish swimming around in these weeds instead of just, if we went back, I try to show you here, if we went back into color scheme and went to amber, it's just gonna look like a little bit of a brighter yellow in orange. It's a lot harder to see the mass in these objects. Some people say, well, you get a better depiction of the object, a better fish look in this one. I'm not sold on that either. I always run blue. I think it's better for what I do, like I said. So just some of the little settings that people can change. I usually start that on default, but some of the few things you could change to really clear that up. So start with your gain for sure, and a little bit of clutter is not the worst thing in the world, because if you have things scrunched down too much, you're gonna miss objects. Like you might miss this, you might miss some things. If you got like a weed line and you got a few fish stacked up outside that weed line, you might miss it if you have all of your settings, everything's squashed down too much, everything filtered out. So it's not a bad thing. You just got to be able to dictate between what's garbage in the water and what's fish, and that just takes a little bit of time to do that. So hopefully it helped you out. If you have any other questions, just comment below and we'll see what we can figure out.